I found an old photograph behind the dresser drawer, a face I used to wear before I knew what living for. The eyes were certain clean before the fractures and the falls. Now I press my palm against the cold and stare into the walls. I was 17 with iron in my spine and fire in my chest, convinced that every wound I earned was simply part of progress. But somewhere in the grinding years I learned to swallow shame. I traded who I was for who could win somebody else's game. I watched the promises dissolve like salt inside the rain. I told myself it didn't cost me anything to change, but cost is quiet, it collects in corners of the night. In every conversation where I swallowed what was right, I left a younger man behind without a word goodbye. Just packed ambition like a weapon, never asked him why. He stood there in the reflection with his hands against the glass, and I kept walking, told myself that future's buried past. But you cannot outrun the way to what you chose to be. Every door I locked from outside locked it on me, and now the silence in the house is louder than the noise, and I am reckoning with every burned and buried voice. Here I stand before the man I left inside the mirror. Every scar I handed him is cutting so much clearer. I cannot hide behind the years or paint the damage over. The debt is mine, the reckoning is pulling me closer. I owe him every honest word I swallowed out of fear. I owe him every morning that I spent trying to disappear. This is not a eulogy, I'm done with laying down. I'm reaching back through broken glass to pull us both from the ground. See the pattern in the fractures, every settle and every lie. Every time I told someone I'm fine, to just get by. The intricate machinery of self-deception spins, and the man who loses slowly never knows the moment when it begins. I ran equations in the dark, what's bearable, what's not. Calculated distances between the man I was and what I got, but mathematics never measured what a conscience holds at 3. When the rationalization finally let the truth go free, I see the people that I failed when I was failing me, the ones who needed roots when I was cutting every tree. And I am sad inside that guilt like stone beneath the tide, but guilt without a forward step is just a place to hide. So I am standing at the threshold of the life I still could build. Every regret, a set of blueprints, use the wound to stay it filled. The man behind the mirror isn't asking me to kneel, he's asking me to finally show up and be real.